Pretty sound win, Coach, tonight. Were you pleased with the way the team responded from last week's performance?
Yeah, I would say I was very pleased. Obviously, the scoreboard was a big difference, but the way the kids played was with much more emotion, much more discipline, and stuff we talked about all week. So, we were a much different team than we were 7 days ago.
And to be able to do that with some guys out, too, especially, I thought was impressive. How'd you kind of patch things together to make it work offensively?
Yeah, we got we got a new starter at tight end, but with Reed Romahart, but he's obviously been a player for us and a guy you got to get on the field somewhere, and he's done a great job for us this year. And then Gage Butler is kind of the one of the top returners we had on the offensive line, and a guy you got to run behind. And then on the strong side, which is majority of the time we run behind, we got a freshman, Peyton Jacoby, who's Colby Jacoby's brother from last year. Obviously a lot different build than his brother. But he's starting both ways for us as a freshman, and he was already starting for us. We just moved him to the strong side of the O-line. Victor Gonzalez, he was an honorable mention all-district guy, and he played weak tackle actually for us last year. So that's somebody who kind of was on the weak side for us. So Cale Hoeing is out. He was an all-district player for us last year. So that's why we got Peyton on the strong side, and then starting a sophomore at weak tackle, Cooper Tunick, who never started until this year, and he didn't start at the beginning of the year, but he's obviously worked his way in. And then Hayden Tunick, who was a starter, he came out, so we had to put a kid in there who played tight end, get him an ineligible number, and play him on the weak side. So it's kind of next man in mentality, and that's what we're doing right now. So it's small ball football, and you just got to find the guys you got, and they got to go execute, and they did their job tonight. That's all I can ask.
We know your priority is to run the football, but the passing game, you hit on your first 3 throws for over 80 yards and a touchdown, so you had to feel pretty good about that.
That's the conversation we always have before games is, do you have any trick plays? And we might throw the ball every now and then. So, that's been something we've always wanted to do, and we struggle with it. And if teams can respect our pass game a little bit more, and they can't just pin their ears back and be able to rush all the time, and we have the ability to throw, that makes our offense run a little bit more smooth. So to be able to execute on things like that, and we have guys on the outside who can make plays. Reed Romahart's got good hands, and obviously you got Charlie Crawford who can go out there and make plays. He had a great catch tonight. Caden Jensen, obviously, he's just a playmaker for us. But when we run our offense the way we do, it makes things easier when Brock can just sit back there, and the offensive line did a great job blocking. We struggled with that in the past. But all he has to do is just put the ball in the right spot, and like with Caden, there was no one around within 15 yards. You just got to catch it and go make a play.
Austin Kunkel got in there and was able to make a play due to an injury, seeing some time in the second half in his pick 6. What is it about this guy and his knack to find the end zone?
Yeah, we got a sophomore, Austin Kunkel. He was ready and scripted to have a good track season. Freshman for us, obviously. Last year didn't see a lot of time on the field. He's grown and he works hard. Sophomore year on the track, we're really looking forward to him. That got taken away. So, that's kind of bothering and hurting us with our confidence and losing that time in the weight room. But it's that mentality of, we have the opportunity of having a little bit more depth we've never had in the past. So to see a kid go in when Caden Jensen goes down, obviously he's a great player for us. We've seen that on both sides of the ball. But, for Austin to go in there and be able to make a play, that's huge confidence for him. And that's just him being and knowing what to do and being able to practice and understanding getting mental reps even when he's not in, because he's not the number one guy, but Coach Bowler and Coach Danker are getting there in practice and he's getting reps. So for him to be prepared and to be locked and loaded and ready to go, he just kind of put the icing on the cake on his performance.
Give us a little glimpse into next week, a big one with Van Meter.
Yeah, obviously a big one. We just got to carry our momentum over into next week, and we got to be, more disciplined, and we can play better ball. We just got to be, ready to rock and roll. And obviously we know what Van Meter's capable of. We really haven't played our best against them, and we got to understand this is just another game. We can't understand it's a big game, and every single week's just another opportunity to go play. So we got to get the kids excited, get them ready to roll, coach them up, and be ready to go into their house and give them their best shot.
All right, good luck next week.
Thanks, Bennett.